Beautiful start to this month, keeps rolling on into the first half of this week. Hit 70 degrees for the second time this month already, and we just missed it yesterday, so gorgeous conditions right now. And this is about average for this time of year, so we do usually see the at 70 degree warmth or nearby that for at least the start of October. Big changes occur later this week, and eventually we do get into that cooler territory, so enjoy this warmth while we have it. A lot of locations, again, right at about 70 degrees right now. Over the course of the evening, 60s right at about sunset, and then after that, only slowly getting into the 50s. We do have a slightly warmer evening ahead under a clear sky. Later tonight, that extra little warmth keeps us away from frosty conditions, but changes are in the air later this week. Again, right now we're hovering around the 70s. You can see the Great Plains have the 80s this afternoon, but check out that big change in temperature across South Dakota and Nebraska. It's a good 15 or so degrees when it comes to changing from east to west, and we're going to get into this kind of territory, if not colder, later this week. So you can kind of see that on the horizon, but it's a couple days away, so we will continue to have the weather that we've had since the start of the month. Low 40s at night under a clear sky with a light breeze for tonight. No frost expected. Then tomorrow, right back to it, lots of sunshine. Low 70s in the forecast for yet another day in a row. But Tuesday might be one of the last days that we see this kind of weather, sunshine and warmth, because things start to change after that. Still looking at the 70s for Wednesday, but note, not as much sunshine. Then showers possible Thursday, down into the 60s. And then we are all the way down to the low 50s going into Friday. That's a good 20-degree swing by the time we get to the middle of the week to the end of the week. So definitely feeling brisk by the end of this work week. About the showers, may see a couple hints of those, a couple raindrops coming through when we go into Wednesday evening. That all dries up by Wednesday night. And then another cold front comes through on Thursday. And this is what could set us up for some light showers in that evening before the weather dries up again. The bigger change, though, will be the temperature. Again, we're dropping a good 20 degrees between midweek and the end of the week, and that could set us up for some overnight lows at or below freezing. Now, this is getting close to that usual time that we start to see that first fall freeze, so this is not unheard of that we're already dropping that low. Might be a couple days ahead of schedule, at least this year. You can see that in the forecast, 70s and 50s even going into the middle of the week. Then already looking at some frosty conditions for Thursday night. Friday, yes, barely out of the 40s, then down to 32. That's what's in our forecast for Friday night. Weekend starts out a little brisk, then we're back to the 60s by the end of the weekend. So there is a bit of a rebound coming at the end of this week. And your most accurate 10-day forecast, the weather may try to get close to 70 degrees for a couple days into early next week, but falling just short, and then another drop ahead. So I don't want to say the 70s are done yet, but they do look like their days are numbered once we get beyond the middle of this week, William and Brittany.
You know, and I'm rooting on the 70s. I think they can do it even after we get through this stretch.